I'm speaking tonight to ask the Police Commission to reconsider the decision made by Chief Agrafiotis to replace Officer Defiina as the school resource officer. Since its inception 4 years ago, the SRO program in Hooksett has never been able to flourish and succeed like it should. That is until now. During the tenure of our first SRO, Chief Agrafiotis suspended the program on 4 separate occasions due to, in his own words, personnel issues. In April of 2008, Officer J. Defiina took over the SRO position. Knowing Jay personally, I couldn't have been more pleased. Jay has an infectious, caring personality, which I felt would be ideal for someone working with our students, and I knew the children would warm up to him, and they certainly did. He was able to develop a rapport with them, and as a result, he earned their trust. Kids don't care about the politics of a situation. They just recognize when someone truly cares about them. They know almost instinctively when an adult has their best interest at heart, and that no matter what happens, they know they can always go to that person in time of need. This type of relationship doesn't happen overnight. It takes the repeated efforts of the adult to foster and grow. This is one reason why the SRO program has been so successful across the country, so much so that it is the fastest growing segment in law enforcement. The bridge that is created between law enforcement and the school community is invaluable. It really is the type of program where benefits are seen and unseen. Sometimes we have no way of measuring how much good has come out of it or how much bad has been averted by having it in place. We've all watched as the chief threatened to diminish the SRO program due to budget issues, manpower issues, the debate over exactly what problems were occurring in our schools, and finally the second half of the school year when Officer Defiina could seem to do nothing right in the eyes of the police chief. All the while excelling as the SRO in spite of the efforts of his superiors. It took a lot of courage for Officer Defiina to request public grievance hearings. He knew full well that this would be the opportunity for the public to see firsthand what life is like for a Hooksett police officer. He also knew what the ramifications of that could be. It takes an awful lot of courage to do what he did, and rest assured, it came with a price. A price to Officer Defiina professionally and personally. Imagine a patrol meeting where the officers are told, as long as you stay away from the SRO and the canine officer, you'll be fine. A price where Officer Defiina was under daily, constant scrutiny for every move he made. A price which certainly resembles a paper trail. Officer Defiina was ordered to write a job description this year, which he did. His description captured the essence of the position and how it is so different at each school. It was clear that he has a thorough understanding of what an SRO should and can be. Amazingly enough, he was also chastised for this. Upon reading his job description, his supervisor wrote that Jake's passion for the program has clouded his judgment. Think about this for a minute. His passion for the program has clouded his judgment. I see it very differently. I want someone who is passionate about what they do. In my eyes, that is not a negative, that is a positive. Officer Defiina is an asset. When the chief decided to replace Officer Defiina as the SRO, he forgot one thing: his obligation to this town and its most precious resource, our children. The National Association of School Resource Officers highly recommends consistency in its program. It states that the SRO program offers unique circumstances under which routine and periodic rotations are discouraged, and consistency is recommended as a best practice. The establishment of meaningful relationships is a process, not an event. Relationships are built over a period of time, not overnight. Consistency and stability in SRO assignments must exist in order to nurture relationships and to prevent disruptions in meaningful working relationships. It is my hope that you will recognize the incredible work of Officer Defiina and reinstate him to the position that he has described as the most important thing he has done in his 10 years in law enforcement. This community couldn't agree more. Thank you.